Beware.
The Dark Side of Hollywood, Part 5, The Halloween Party. There's a home in the Hollywood Hills, built during the golden age of Hollywood for silent movie star Douglas Fairbanks. Lavish and breathtaking, it sat vacant for years after changing hands from multiple famous owners. Most have met untimely demises, from legendary actor Julian Craven to its last occupant, actress and icon Marilyn Monroe. The home has since been purchased by the city and has maintained its upkeep. There are rumors, however, of it being haunted by its previous famous inhabitants, if you believe in such things. And in this particular instance, I think you should. The old Spanish-style villa does not stay vacant throughout the year, however, which brings us to tonight's story. Behind the walls of this immaculate home is a party being thrown, a Halloween party hosted by the master of horror, Vincent Price. And since he is the host, the parties are always stylized. The House on Haunted Hill Party. So on this night, every year, movie stars and other important people on the Hollywood scene get dressed in their most frightening of guises and head to the haunted house in the Hollywood Hills. When guests arrive, they are greeted by Vincent himself, always dressed in one of his costumes he wore in one of his movies. Then party guests are ushered into the bowels of the home, where they are greeted with eats and drinks, hors d'oeuvres and spirits to start out, followed by a 4-course meal later in the evening. In the meantime, guests are entertained by tarot readings and classic party games, a best costume competition, which is usually won by Betty Davis, and finally, the seance, where the party guests try to conjure up the spirits of Hollywood past. You will be glad to know we've happened to attend a star-studded party this year, with such guests in attendance as horror legends Boris Karloff, Peter Lorre, Christopher Lee, and Donald Pleasance. Also, legendary actresses Betty Davis and Joan Crawford, kept separate of course, plus crooners Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr., silver screen dance legends Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly, award-winning actress and recent widow Julie Lamont, legendary director Billy Wilder, and agent to the stars Johnny Harlow. This is probably the most impressive lineup of stars that's been in this party's attendance. They're not the only ones, however. That was just the living guests in attendance. I told you all earlier to believe in ghosts, for this is Halloween, and this is the one night the dead can return to the living. The list of deceased guests in attendance is quite impressive as well. Legends Marilyn Monroe and Clark Gable, horror legend Bela Lugosi, multi-Oscar winner Julian Craven, singer and actress Carmen Miranda, and finally, James Dean. This is truly a frighteningly delightful night. Good food, good spirits, both alcoholic and the apparitions. It's just a great atmosphere all around. I wish I could tell you no one gets harmed at this yearly affair, but there's a frightening rumor of a bedroom at the back of the house, and inside said bedroom it is said sacrifices are performed on some of the poor, unsuspecting staff by a movie star or two, who may or may not have achieve their stardom by striking a deal with the devil. What stars, you ask? Well, I'm sorry, but that's not for me to say. Just know that demons need to be appeased, and sacrifices are how one accomplishes that. Are these rumors true? Who's to say? But if you want to have a good time at this Halloween party every year, I would stay away from the back rooms if I were you, just in case. Stay close to Mr. Price. He'll make sure nothing bad happens to you. So what do you think? Would you attend the House on Haunted Hill party? What's that you say? You prefer something more ordinary. Well, there's nothing ordinary when you attend a Halloween party, and especially when that party is on the dark side of Hollywood. I would like to give a heartfelt thank you to the special friends of the channel for your overwhelming generosity. If you would like to support the channel, the link is below in the description. Also, please send me your stories and poems to duchessofdarkness27@gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram at duchess.ofdarkness and Twitter at duchessofdarkn2. I want to thank all my listeners for your kindness, your encouragement, and your support. It means the world to me. Thank you for joining me. Until next time.